All right, let's get into it. Another weekly preview, AK-47 over at Prime Trading Investments and, of course, TradeCaster.com. It's the first week of March. Here we are, the 3rd through the 7th coming on up. First 2 months of of course, the trading year already down of 2025. What do we have this week? So, of course, the one thing I always like to do is go over to TradeCaster.com, go over to Sean's lobby here, and see what my boy Jay Trades has for us this week as far as big. Is there anything coming up this week? Oh, he hasn't posted anything. Okay, so here we go. Here actually he is. There we go. So we have earnings up this week. Nothing big here on earnings coming up. And I guess it's not looking like we're having any sort of CPI or PPI. Usually that's not in the first week anyway of the month. And J Trades would always let us know about that. I don't see anything. All right. So we can just get straight into levels. Yep, Jay's always all over that for us. Oh, yeah, there's that still chilling right there. All right, so let's get over to the SPY right now. SPY, big, massive pop at the end of the day on Friday. Looking like we're going to squeeze here. So watch for some movement here on Sunday to get this squeeze pattern up. Releasing this a little bit later today. The market is about to be live here as always on Sunday. Coming up here, what's that about? What's that start at? 1700, I think it is, or something like that. On Sundays is when that starts up, if I'm not mistaken. And not 1900. When is that starts up on 1900? That's what I thought. 1900. So essentially about a little less than an hour and a half from right now. Watch for that squeeze up. I'm gonna go normal high of the week somewhere right around 600. As you can see, we have been cracking back on down over the past few days here now, and nothing too crazy. You can see we've kind of done the same trend over and over and over, where we pop up, come down, pop up, come down, pop up, come down, pop. We keep doing this over and over and over, and just in this really wonky channel right now. We'll go back to last week's weekly preview, very much similar to what I figured would happen. 600 will be normal high of day, or high of the week, ultimate high of the week. Watch for a pop back up to around 606, where we crashed from the Friday before. That'll be my normal or ultimate high of the week. 600 normal, 606 ultimate. And the kind of back portion of that channel we were in before in the resistance. Not in the top portion in that little baby channel we had a couple of weeks ago. On the way back on down, watch for this crack back under 590 to 589. She will scream right back on down to 584. 584, 582.50, normal low of the week. Again, I know that's a little bit further away from where I'm going up top, but again, actually I'm going to go ultimate. Actually, I'll go ultimate, 582.50, because I think we'll squeeze up and pop into Monday. Then get that chop going on. Normal low of the week right here, 589. Ultimate low, 84 into 82.50. Now let's go alphabetical time right here. Apple. Same little thing here. There's a nice little U-shape back on up. But, of course, this is back to all-time highs, and I think we can get there this week. Normal high of the week. I'm going to go in between right where we're at now from 242 to 250 and go 246. Normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week, 250. On the way back on down, I'm going to stick with this little sandwich area. Old resistance becoming new support at 530 or 238 as the normal low of the week. 236 ultimate low of the week. Over to AMD. Chop City, Chop Suey here. Finally an all-time low range. Not all-time. I shouldn't know why I said that. It just popped in my head. We're finally, not an all-time low, but finally in these lows I've been wanting to get to for a swing play, for a long-term investment. Go back into time here. This little area is a lot like Amazon, a lot like NVDA, Amazon 2022, or I should say NVDA last year. $100 is your starting ground for a long-term hold into 95. Really good would be down to around 90 into 80. I doubt she ever sees any lower than that. 100 into 80 is your long-term investment move and buy-in for AMD to hold long-term, long-term holding for the move back on up. Now, for the week itself, this 98.50 will be my normal low of the week for that move back on up. Ultimate low of the week, watch for the move down to around under 95 in my opinion. I really feel this is going to be most likely right around 93.50. 93.50 ultimate low of the week. Ultimate low of the week if we do get to cracking back on down. 95 to 93.50. Now, your normal low of the week, I'll go 98.50. On the way back on up, over this 180, 102 mark, watch the move up to this 101.80 mark and then up to 104. 104 normal high of the week. I'm going with 106 ultimate high of the week. I didn't type in ARM. I will real quickly. ARM is also down in the gutter here as well. A lot of these plays are on under 127.50, which I'm going to stick with that as my normal low of the week for a lot of these plays, kind of where we bounced off on Friday for the push back on up. Under this 127.50 mark, watch the move down to 123. 123, ultimate low of the week for ARM. On the move back on up, back through this, well, first off, really nice under Tuesday's low and this Friday high over 133.50.60. Watch for the nice pop up. I'm going to go 140, normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week, 145. Working our way through these levels here. Google, same thing. 168.40, normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week. Same thing across the board. I've already kind of looked at this. 163 to 162.50. On the way up, watch back over 174 for the pop up. Normal high of the week, 177. Ultimate high of the week, watch for a pop back up to 179.65, close to 180. Over to Meta, again, another one of these plays that's down in an area we haven't been in a while. This had a lot of big, nice, big cracks this past week for us in chat, getting shorts at the bell. On the way back on up for Meta, I would say watch back over this little 675 mark. Should squeeze and scream back up to around 682 to 683. Normal high of the week there. 690 ultimate high of the week. On the way back on down, because I think we start to chop into this channel right through here. Normal low of the week right here around 642 to 640. Ultimate low of the week under 640. Watch for the crack back down to 630 for Meta. Over to Microsoft. Again, one of those plays that we're in an area finally under 400 for the first time in quite a while. And I knew under this 404 mark and 405 mark would lead to a good pull. And we got that mostly, for the most part, last week. Although what we're seeing a lot with these plays too, by the way, a lot of movement at the opening bell and then kind of chop and reversal for the rest of the day, right? Now, whether it's up or down, we get some big movement and then you get some choppiness, right? So pay attention to that. Now, we could get back to this for Microsoft, and that is absolutely hideous, and I wouldn't even trade it. On the way up, I'm going to go with right around 400 as your normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week takes it back from that crack zone right around 405 to 406. On the way down, I'm going to go right here at this 389. Right there is my normal low of the week to 390. Ultimate low of the week hits that lower shadow in 386.50. Over to NVDA, another one of these really ugly plays. ARM's been nice, Meta's been nice, Tesla's been nice. NVDA has been hideous. On the way up, watch for this squeeze and pop over 125. I'm going to go normal high of the week. Easily runs the 128 to 128.75 area, then to 130. Ultimate high of the week pushed its way back up to 134, close to 135. On the way back on down, watch back under 119. That'll easily see a crack back on down to your ultimate low of the week, 119 normal, 116.40.50 for your ultimate. Over to the Qs here. Again, across the board, really going with this being the bottom, and we start to chop this week and create a little bit of a channel. On the way up, and again, watch for this later today into Monday for the squeeze up to 510, then to around 511.50, and over that then to 512.50. Over that to 515. 515 normal high of the week, 520 ultimate highs. On the way down, we're right here. 596, 597, or 497, normal low of the week. Under 497, watch for the move down to 492.50 to 493. Lastly here to Tesla. Squeezing up, watch for this squeeze up to around 300, over 300 to 310. 310 normal high of the week. The crack zone from 320 to 325, ultimate high of the week. On the way back on down, this 275 to 73 mark, normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week cracks back down to 260. Now again, just to reiterate, I really feel like we will be choppier this week. We had a couple of good days where we came down and out of an area we haven't been in for a while. And so that's what I'm looking for this week. Tesla, if we do get back under 273, it's going to be a great short. Or back over 310, there's really no charting up to 320, 325. So that would also be a great move on Tesla. On Meta, I really love this play. Again, not much to the top side because we're running back into charting. But if this gets back under 641, 642, it's crash city. There's crash city. There's really not a lot to hold that play up. AMD's the same thing. Under that 98.50 mark, not a lot to hold it up. ARM, underneath that 127.50 mark, not a lot to hold it up. Amazon, Not a lot under this 207 and 204 mark. And I think I skipped Amazon. Amazon, over 112.75. Normal high of the week, right around 118 to 120. Somewhere in that mark, somewhere in there. Creating the channel. Ultimate high goes back to 222, not much higher. On the way down, watch under 207, normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week down to 205 to 204. So again, I don't really like a lot of these plays at the top side. Why? You're running back into charting from last week. And it's going to make those plays a lot harder to pop. Now, we could get those days, but I doubt it. It's very likely, and that's why I like these plays to the short side. Just go back to Meta. When we got under the 690 and 680, and these marks that we have not been in for quite a while, and you can go back into the 4-hour time frame and see, it's been over a month since we've been in this area. That typically leads to a really good pullback in short. Same thing with Tesla, a little over earlier in the month. And then just last week, back under 320. Now, we killed it on this day. I told everybody under 320 where it's going. She's going down here. And under that, she's going down to this 273 mark. And sure enough, look at the crash under 320 down to a magnet right there. That's why I love charts. Essentially, I love stocks and the charts that we haven't been in for a while. So if I see a chart and we haven't been in that area, price range for a while, much bigger, much better technical sound moves. Until next week, I'll see you then.